at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep it with Penny on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The Browns at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that.
And the Seahawk defense
defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That's going to be taken in by Felton. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Kane York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
On 1st down, Watson. That one caught by Felton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nope.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The York on now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Penny up the middle. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. On play action, they'll throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mariota going to run the option right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Dancing to his left.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
Touchdown, Browns!
Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
7 yards there and a first down. They run it again with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well,
and all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 57 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go with Chubb on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to
be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Chubb is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Second down, here's Chubb again. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. They go up the middle with Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, Charles. That's one Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, if this was a hockey game, he'd be the #1 star of the night without a doubt. He finished with 4 touchdown passes and just seemed to get stronger and stronger as the night went on.
So for Cleveland, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.